Holy crap. Yesterday, that was... wow. Cheers to you guys. Wow. That was... yesterday's response to the video was... or the matchup, that was insane. And it's still going on. I love that. That's great. One side or the other. It's all cool. You vote for who you want. And, well, that's a part of the rules. We know that by now. But yesterday... good video, good matchup yesterday, but we got to move on in the tournament. So, new day, new matchup, right? And if you haven't seen this, welcome to the channel, first of all. It's a simple concept. We put 100 characters into a tournament, and then each day on the channel, I upload one of the matches from the tournament. I'll talk about the 2 characters that are in the matchup. I might go over some facts about them, maybe a mini moveset pool, and then we just vote for one of the 2 down in the comments. Simple stuff. But, yeah, again, hats off to you guys. Yesterday, man, that was a roller coaster. Lots of passionate people. I'll put it that way. But, voting's a part of the overall rules. We know this, so there's a few more rules, so they're on screen right about now. I don't know why I snapped. That was weird. But the rules. Rule 1, this is for fun. That means you can vote for whoever you want, regardless of their current situation. Who cares? You want to vote for somebody that's an assist trophy? That's fine. You like the character? That's fine. Vote for him. It's all good. You don't have to vote for who's more likely. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, and then I still get people that will come by and go, how can you vote for that character? They're not happy. I don't care. This tournament is for fun. You can vote for whoever you want. Oh, man. It's always been a rule, and it's still a rule. It's crazy. I don't know, whatever. But you only get 1 vote per person. Though, how do you vote? Simple. Down in the comments, type the name of the character you're voting for. Simple. You are allowed to vote for both the characters, however, if you like both the characters or if you're having a tough time deciding who to vote for. You can vote for both by simply typing the word both. Otherwise, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character will have to lose 2 times before being officially eliminated. And then once we get to the results to determine the winner and loser of each individual matchup, if there happens to be a tie in the number of votes, we're going to flip a coin on camera. It's the first way to break a tie. And then each matchup, voting-wise, only lasts for 1 week. So when the episode first gets uploaded, you have 7 days to get your vote in. If your vote comes in after that, doesn't count because we've already moved on. Anyway, those are the rules. Let's get to the rest of the video, shall we? Alright, you know the business. We got to go over the results from last week. Last week, it was a pretty good matchup as well. We're getting a lot of really good matchups because, obviously, the farther we get into the tournament, we're starting to narrow down the potentially more likely characters, you know, for the contenders to the pretenders. So last week's matchup was Kratos from the God of War series taking on Nightmare from the Soul Calibur series, and for most of the voting it was very on par, and then like the last little bit of voting, one character just jumped ahead, and the winner happened to be Kratos from God of War. 47 votes, pretty good. Nightmare finished with 35 votes, so not a blowout, but not close, so respectable for both sides. So Kratos gets to move on to the next round, and I'm very eager to see what the results for tomorrow's matchup, because I bet you Master Chief wins tomorrow. And then that sets up a Master Chief against Kratos matchup. What? I want to see that, please. I want to see that. But, yeah, congrats to Kratos, and unfortunately Nightmare has been eliminated. But hey, it's all for fun. You vote for whoever you want. It's all good. But let's move on to today's matchup, where we have Dixie Kong from the Donkey Kong country. I guess the Donkey Kong franchise. We know Donkey Kong by now, right? Dixie Kong's opponent, DoomSlayer from the Doom franchise. Let's jump into it. Let's start with Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong, gonna state all the obvious stuff right off the bat, right? First party. How is she not in? She is one of the last remaining Nintendo All-Stars. How is she still not playable? She was supposed to be playable at one point, dating back to the Forbidden 7 from Brawl. Gonna be teamed up with Diddy. Didn't happen. Kind of sucks. And then she just never came back. Like, I guess the development team just kind of looked at her and went, maybe next time, or whatever it might be. Maybe they just kind of looked at her as irrelevant, even though that doesn't really matter, because Sakurai said the character has to be fun to play as. It's not just they have to be recognizable. You know, they don't have to have that face that people know. Even though it's still a point for casual people. If you have a little extra money and you're willing to spend it on DLC, such as a game of Smash Bros., whether it would be the entire fighter pass, or maybe just an individual fighter pack, you know, one solo character with their stage, music, and whatever else, maybe the spirits if they still come with that. But if you recognize the face, it can help. It helps. So Dixie Kong, again, first party. Nintendo's a company, they want to make money, right? So odds are we're going to throw a first party character into the mix, right? So Dixie Kong could fill that role. She's a pretty requested character. She's, well, like I was just saying, she's very well recognized in the Nintendo universe and Smash community. I know she's a spirit, but who cares at this point? If you don't understand the rules by now, you probably never will. You vote for who you want. It's all good. But Dixie Kong, now, of course, appearance-wise, she's going to share a lot of similarities to Diddy Kong. They're going to be pretty much the same height frame, hitbox-wise, all that sort of, running animation, running style, running speed, character weight, all that, the jargon, all that stuff. But how can you differentiate her? Now, an easy route you could take would be to Echo Fighter her for Diddy, but she's got so much more uniqueness to her and so much that you can still pull from the Donkey Kong Country series to put into her moves. So first up, always got the iconic ponytail. We go over this every time in the matchup. You have to put the ponytail into the moveset somewhere. That could be her jab combo, the AAA combo. Maybe it's just a quick little, I don't know, ends up just whipping her hair back and forth, whatever it might be. Just really quick. I guess maybe you could do, I don't know, could you do something like that for a smash attack where she kind of like really winds up the ponytail or whatever and it just kind of like a big whip forward potentially for a smash attack, I suppose. Could use the ponytail. What if the ponytail could grab you? I guess you could use that for a grab, right? Just kind of latches up or wraps around the opponent, brings them in and do whatever. I suppose that could kind of work a little bit. But focusing a little bit more on the Donkey Kong Country series, something that I really want to see is the friends in there, like Rambi the Rhino. I want to see those utilized a little bit more, and I think that's where you could use, well, specifically Rambi in the moveset. Side special, she just jumps on the Rhino and just charges forward. That'd be kind of cool to see, right? What if, you know how Diddy Kong has, he throws out one banana peel? What if Diddy Kong, or Dixie Kong in this case, what if she had one of the barrels from Donkey Kong Country where she would actually toss it? And then, not every time, but so she's got a projectile she can throw out. And when the barrel breaks open, it has a certain chance to maybe spawn or spill out of the barrel. Maybe like 1 or 2 banana peels or something like that. So if you like the Diddy Kong play style, Dixie Kong is going to be right up your alley as well, but going to have a little twist on it. So it'd be kind of fun as well. Again, getting the barrels, charging through the barrels. I mean, that Donkey Kong Country at its finest right there, right? So, again, first party. I mean, there's a lot there that Diddy Kong can check off. Those imaginary boxes that we say. Moveset, potential, uniqueness, female character, all that stuff. Could check it all off. So, could it work? Yeah, absolutely. Will it happen? Probably not. But, doesn't matter. If you want her, you vote for her anyway. So, interesting stuff. I like Dixie Kong. I truly feel she deserves to be on the roster at this point anyway. How is she still not playable? I mean, we have 8,000 characters on the roster. She's not one of the Nintendo characters. Excuse me. Come again? Try again, Nintendo. Try again. But, yeah, I like Dixie Kong. But another character that is pretty recognizable, very iconic in his own right, DoomSlayer. Not Doom Guy. That's a fan-made name. DoomSlayer. Oh boy, DoomSlayer. Let's there's so much to talk about. I mean, moveset potential is there. He's still relevant to the day, to this day. What, Doom Eternal? That's coming out soon-ish, I think. I don't follow Doom. I'm not the biggest Doom fan. I'm not gonna buy the Doom Eternal game, but I know it's coming out relatively soon. And there's always that potential to market and whatever the game, a character that comes into Smash Bros. And advertise it for a game that either recently came out or is about to come out. So I'm pretty sure Doom Eternal's supposed to be coming out on the Switch as well. Correct? Somebody let me know, but I'm pretty sure it is. So what about Doom Eternal coming out and then hey, DoomSlayer gets into Smash. Now let's bring up the talk that people had a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whenever that was. I think it was a Doom Eternal interview specifically, and I think somebody it might have been that interview, maybe it's something different, but somebody at one of the, I think it was a producer or somebody like that, ended up getting a question asked about the Smash Bros. Comments that Bethesda's made. Because if you don't know, Bethesda and Nintendo have talked Smash Bros. In the past. So they kind of touched up and followed up on that interview or that question. And they pretty much, the Doom people pretty much responded with, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but those talks never went anywhere serious. And that happens probably way more than we know. Somebody might approach Nintendo about Smash Bros. Nintendo might approach some other company about Smash Bros. And they'll just be like, hey, you play Smash? Oh yeah, I like it, you know. Wouldn't it be kind of cool to see this character? Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool. And maybe that's just where conversation ends for a lot of characters, right? So the whole point of the Doom Eternal thing, the recent interview, I don't know, was he pretty much given a hard deconfirm or hard disconfirm that DoomSlayer ain't happening? Nobody from Bethesda's happening? I guess that's possible, but Bethesda in recent years has been putting games out on Nintendo consoles for what, like the first time ever, right? Or first time in a long time. Like we got not Fallout. Well, we did get Fallout Shelter. That's true. What was Elder Scrolls? We ended up getting that. Again, I'm pretty sure Doom Eternal's coming out on the Switch. So, I mean, like, they're starting to put their games on Nintendo platforms, which is a cool sign for gaming fans. If you're a Nintendo fan, you want more third-party AAA games, awesome. Bethesda's producing that for us, which is great. And Doom, iconic first-party shooter game. First-party shooter? No. Third-party shooter, first-person mode, which would be kind of cool, but you can't really do that in Smash because camera angles and controls wouldn't. Yeah, no, that'd be weird. Imagine playing Smash Bros. In first-person mode. You can't see behind you, and you're just. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. It's not a terrible idea, but DoomSlayer, though, he's got the moveset potential. So many different, fun, unique weapons. The character kind of a somewhat heavy. I mean, that armor's got to be kind of heavy as well, right? So might be one of the heavier-ish kind of characters. Would be kind of cool. So moveset, there's a lot going for him. Easy. Both characters have those boxes checked off. So I don't know. It kind of comes down to, all right, did that Doom interview from a few weeks ago, were they pulling our leg and were they lying to us, or were they legitimately telling the truth? We don't know until Smash DLC ends. So it's interesting to say the least, but between these two, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Doom. I'm not going to buy Doom Eternal. And I truly believe Dixie Kong deserves to be in the roster. So for that point, I'm voting Dixie Kong. She's got my vote today in this one. So that is it for this one. Let me know who you guys are voting for down in the comments. Dixie Kong, DoomSlayer, or both. They're all good options. So a little sneak peek for tomorrow. Okay, it could be in it. We'll see how this one plays out. So matchup 154 for tomorrow. Lana from Hyrule Warriors, or the Legend of Zelda series, is taking on one of the replacement characters. You know, one of the two that replaced Byleth and Cuphead in the tournament. Klonoa from, well, is it the Klonoa series? Yeah, that's right. But anyway, Klonoa could be an interesting pick, a Bandai character. Maybe, I don't know, but that's the matchup, and then we'll get the results for the one I really want to see how this plays out. But the results are going to be from Mike Hagar from Final Fight, and he was taking on Master Chief from the Halo series. So I really do hope Master Chief wins, because I want to see how people vote between Master Chief and Kratos. Could you imagine those two characters actually in Smash Bros. Fighting each other? Sony, Microsoft in a Nintendo game? Come on, give me that. Give me that. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.